So here we have our GT Dominator series. So again, this is, as you may know, this is the GT or GT60 series, but for next gen it will now be called GT Dominator. A lot of the features are still following from the current generation, like killer double shot, you got killer wireless, killer networking, goes up to specs up to Super RAID 2 with 3 SSDs and RAID 0 plus the 1 terabyte hard drive. But for this one, I know I've mentioned that the GS and the GE have the Intel AC Wi-Fi, but we're still sticking with killer Wi-Fi for the GT series at the moment, so that hasn't changed. And up to 32 gigabytes of memory. So the GT series really is kind of the bread and butter of our whole family of G series notebooks. It's probably the most popular gaming notebook that we have on market, and it's really you can consider as a desktop replacement. People who are looking for high performance don't mind a little bit of weight to it, but really can just play any of the games they want. Now, what you guys are looking at, and note that it still does have the full color backlit keyboard by SteelSeries. However, what the next gen notebooks will carry now is the SteelSeries engine software, which I mentioned previously. So this is where we're giving power to our community to really customize the computer however they want to. Now, we're working really closely with SteelSeries on this. If you are familiar with SteelSeries products, they already do have SteelSeries engine for their desktop peripherals, their keyboards and their mouse. Well, now we're working exclusively with them to have this incorporated into our gaming laptops. So, and as you can see here, there's a layout already on screen of the laptop. And what you can do with the SteelSeries engine is literally program every single key to your liking, especially for macroing players who or games with high APM, such as StarCraft 2, League of Legends, Dota 2, any games that require a lot of abilities to be used at any moment. So basically what you can do is, for instance, if I click T, you'll see that there's a space here to enter a string of letters or anything like that. So right now this is on the keyboard macro, and what you can do is, for instance, if you want to play League of Legends and want all the abilities to come out at the same time, just at the press of a button, you can program QWER into here, save it, and the next time you're playing League of Legends, whenever you press T, it will literally execute those commands. And you can even delay the time in between each letter. So for instance, if you want W to come 3 seconds later after Q, then you can even do that. All right, so you can even program every key or a key to act like a quick launch button. So if you play a game such as Battlefield 4, or League of Legends, you can program like B to launch Battlefield 4, and it'll just go, and so it acts like a quick launch button, and then N to launch League of Legends, and I'll do so. So for example, I've already programmed numpad 1, numpad 2 to literally load out certain programs we already put in there. So if I press numpad 1, it'll QWER. So I would have executed my abilities in League of Legends. Or if there's certain things I always say, or you say in game and don't want to keep typing it out, you can program, like I said, the text into one key. So I press 2, it's like, well, hello there. So you can even do that as well. So again, we're all about trying to improve and also give that power of customization to the user to really give them that feel of a better overall gaming experience. And it's not just for gaming. You can use this really for any sort of application, even like for work. If you have something that you want to use often, like Word documents or Excel, PowerPoint, anything of the sort, you can use that as well. And this is now where you'll go to change the color scheme of the laptop. As you can see, there's 4 different layers that you can change it to. And you can change it from wave to gaming, dual colors. And what we have set up right now is a tricolor right now. If I didn't want it to be a tricolor, I just want like a gaming mode. So like if I'm playing an FPS game, I could just save it right here and it'll change to gaming mode just like that. I just change it back and save it, and it'll change back to a multicolored keyboard. And then I can do multiple scenarios and quickly launch them depending on whatever I feel like at the moment. So that's why we give the option of 4 layers to do this. You can even change the country that the keyboard layout would be like. So you have the United States, you have other countries that you can just choose from. And here's the most interesting part. You can even save your settings depending on the application you're running and load it out for specific application. So if you're running Battlefield 4 and you save a certain keybind layout for Battlefield 4, and you program it into this segment, anytime you run Battlefield 4, it will load out those keybinds for you. And then you program League of Legends in there, it'll load out that whenever you run League of Legends. And speaking of profiles, not only can you customize it in this way, but you can also share it with anyone else that has SteelSeries engine. And if, for example, if a professional gamer has a certain layout and he has his fans and they're all asking him, oh, what are you doing? How do you play so well? Or what are your keybinds like? He can actually save the profile, upload it somewhere, and have them download it. And then they can even, they could try it out or modify it to how it suits their gameplay. And so it really adds a whole nother level of power to the user. So, and lastly, you can even track the statistics and the frequency of which keys you're using based on color coding. So the red ones are obviously the keys that have the most or are frequently used the most. And again, so there's so much you can do with SteelSeries engine. And again, this will be available upon launch of the next generation gaming laptops, which should be around the end of Q1 or early Q2. And regarding pricing for the GT Dominator, again, this is the series that has the most configuration, so it could range anywhere between $1499 all the way up to $3999, depending on which configuration you want.